wonder. He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. What is he made of? China. The finest China. I loved it. I've always loved it. I'm glad. I thought you could use a special friend. Now, what shall his name be? Edward. Edward Tulane. Wow. Edward Tulane. I hope you realize how fortunate you are. And so it was that Edward Tulane came to live at the house on Egypt Street. He was very fortunate indeed. Abilene loved the China rabbit.
Abilene, come along now. You'll be late for school.
I'm almost ready, Father. I just have to put Edward into care.
Oh, I know.
Father!
Oh. Good morning, Edward. You're looking dapper as always.
What's that, Edward? He says, thank you. And then you look rather dapper yourself.
Why, thank you, Edward.
Now, Edward didn't say any such thing. He couldn't let this painting out after all. And what he was really thinking was,
I do look good, don't I? Now, fix my tie. I'm sure it's crooked. You should be more careful with the tie.
oh, your watch! I remember! There. When the big hand is on 12 and the little hand is on 3, I will come home to you.
Abilene?
The tie? Fix the tie? Oh, dear.
And so it was that Edward Tulane spent his days staring out upon Egypt Street, listening to the ticking of his watch. And at 3 o'clock, Abilene would return. Hello, Edward! I'm home! And how was your day?
What are you doing? Don't move me now. It'll be dark soon. And I'll be able to see my reflection in the window.
Oh, Edward, I just wish everyone were as considerate and nice as you.
Uh-huh.
Edward Tulane had little interest in people in their lives. Now, nobody knew this. Nobody could read his thoughts. That is, nobody except for, perhaps, one. But why won't you sail with us to London tomorrow? Because I would not. That's why. Now, tell me, will you take Edward on this voyage with you? Of course! How can you possibly go on a journey without Edward?
Don't hold me so tightly. You'll wrinkle the silk.
Yes. How could you possibly? Edward watches out for me. Does he?
Why does that Pellegrino always stare at me like I'm some criminal?
Will you tell us a story tonight, Grandmother? Yes. I believe tonight there will be a story. Shall Edward listen too? Oh, yes. Edward should pay particularly close attention.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Once, there was a princess who was very beautiful, and she shone as bright as the stars on a moonless night.
As bright as the stars on a moonless night. That's kind of nice, actually.
But what difference did it make that she was beautiful? She was a princess who loved no one and cared nothing for love, even though there were many who loved her. One day, a prince from another kingdom came. As soon as he saw the princess, he fell in love with her. He gave her a ring of pure gold. Placing it on her finger, he said, I love you. But do you know what the princess did? She took the ring off her finger, placed it in her mouth, and swallowed it. That's what I think of love, she said. She ran away. Deep into the woods, looking around, she realized she was lost. Did the prince come and find her? Listen. Eventually, she came upon a little hut. Inside the hut, she saw a witch. I am a beautiful princess So when they saw the warthog, they shot. No! Yes! The men took the warthog back to the castle. There, the cook slid open its belly and found a ring of pure gold. The cook placed the ring on her finger and continued butchering the warthog. The end? No! Yes, the end.
That can't be the end. No one's living happily ever after.
But how can a story end happily if there is no love? Now, it's getting late. You must get some rest. Tomorrow, a new adventure begins.
What are you doing with Edward?
I'm saying bon voyage. You disappoint me. Good night.
Good night, Grandmother.
What was that? And this is why I don't listen to stories.
Oh, Edward, I love you. No matter how old I get, I will always love you.
Yes, yes. But turn me on my side so that I can see the stars shine as bright as the stars on the moonless night.
And the next morning, Edward, Abilene, and her parents set sail for England. Shall we sail here on the deck, Edward?
Is my hat on straight? I'm sure to be complimented on the hat.
There, you look like you were born for sea in your sailor suit. Oh, your watch. I forgot to wind it this morning. I'd better take care of that.
Look, I have more runners approaching. Get out of the way.
What's he supposed to be wearing? It's a sailor suit. It's very fashionable.
I don't like these heathens. Take me away.
He has many different outfits. He even has his own silk pajamas. You hear that, Amos? He has silk pajamas. Let me see him. No!
Stop it, young man. I demand you release me at once.
Give it to me!
Oh, this is humiliating.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are. Good catch. Don't throw him. He's made of china. He'll break. Go back to me. Give it to me. He's mine. And Edward flew over the railing and sailed out over the ocean. He Edward, no! He caught one last glimpse of Abilene standing on the deck, holding his gold pocket watch in her outstretched hand.
My pocket watch.
Abilene disappeared from view as Edward Tulane hit the water, and he began to sink. He went down, and finally he landed on the ocean floor, face down in the muck.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Hours passed.
Evelyn will come and find me. It's just like waiting for her to come home from school. If only I had my pocket watch.
Days passed, and Abilene didn't come.
As bright as the stars on a moonless night. I'll never see the stars again.
Weeks passed,
Why did the beautiful princess become a warthog?
and then months, and then a powerful storm came.
Wait, what's this?
Suddenly, Edward found himself in the middle of a net, and before he knew what had happened, Edward was pulled up out of the water.
You ain't no fish, that's for sure. You're a rabbit, now, Ray. A toy rabbit. I'll take you to Nellie. She'll fix you up.
Back on land, the old fisherman paraded Edward through the seaside villas.
Ooh, wait till Nellie gets out of you. You'll like Nellie. She's had her sadness, but she's an alright girl. Now look up there. That's your North Star. You'll never have to be lost when you know what that letter is.
The North Star. I didn't think I would ever see the stars again.
They finally arrived at a little green cottage.
Nellie, look here. I brought some from the sea.
Oh, rabbits! Oh, Lord, she brought me a rabbit! Have you ever seen anything so fun?
This is one very discerning woman.
She's beautiful.
She?
What shall I call her?
Do I look like a girl?
I was thinking Susanna.
Susanna. Just right.
It's not right at all.
Well, Susanna, looks like you'll be needing some clothes now, won't you? The next morning, Nellie made some new clothes for Edward, who was now Susanna. The dress she made was cotton and simple.
No, don't send me by the window. Anybody walking by will see me in this ridiculous dress.
It gets lonely here all day while Lawrence is out to sea. Back from the children a little, I have my hands full. But now, the day seems awful empty.
At least you're not at the bottom of the ocean with your head in the muck.
Though I guess you know a thing or two about loneliness yourself.
Loneliness. Yes?
Well, now you're here. Susanna from the sea. Do you like the dress? My daughter Lolly always makes fun of the dresses I make. Lolly is our oldest. Then there's Ralph. Then there was Raymond. He died when he was just 5 years old. Pneumonia. It is the worst thing to watch someone you love die right in front of you and not be able to do nothing about it.
You had your sadness.
I suppose you think I'm daft, talking to a toy. But it seems to me that you're listening, Susanna.
I am, Nellie. I am.
At night, after supper, Lawrence would lift Edward onto his shoulder and go out for a walk.
Every sailor needs those constellations, Susanna. That's Andromeda, you see? And over there's Pegasus. I find comfort in the stars. There's comfort in knowing my old friends are out there watching.
Yes.
Edward stayed with the old fisherman and his wife for many weeks, listening to their stories and memories. And when his own troubling memories haunted him,
War gods, witches, oceans, darkness.
Nellie was always able to comfort him. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. Night after night, Nellie sang to the rabbit, gently allowing him to let go of those dark thoughts. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And so, for a very long time, life was sweet. And then, one day, they had a visitor.
Hello, Mom.
Lolly, what a surprise!
I just had to get out of the city, so I thought I'd surprise you and Pop.
What a lovely thing to do.
What's this?
That's Susanna.
You got yourself a toy rabbit named Susanna?
Your father found her. She came up in the net. She didn't have no clothes on her, so I made her a dress.
Have you gone around the Big Mall? Rabbits don't need clothes.
Well, this would seem to.
I see your sewing skills haven't improved much.
How dare you? This dress is perfect.
The next morning,
Put me down.
You got the old folks bewitched, don't you, Susanna? They've been treating you like some kind of rabbit child. It ain't right. Well, we're gonna put an end to it right now. Hey, Mom.
yes, dear.
I'm gonna take the truck and run some errands.
She threw him onto the garbage pile and she drove away, leaving the rabbit alone.
I'll show her. I'll pick her up at least and throw her in the garbage pile. That's what I'll do.
As the days passed, more and more garbage was thrown onto the pile.
It's like I'm back at the bottom of the ocean. Nope. It's worse.
Weeks passed,
If only I had my pocket watch.
and then, on his 180th day at the dump, Edward felt the garbage around him shifting.
What's happening?
Suddenly, he saw the light of day again.
The sky! I'm free!
And there, staring him in the face, was a dog.
What you found there, girl?
Let go of me.
You was a toy, ain't you? And somehow, you got separated from the child who loved you.
Edward felt a sharp pain in his chest.
Adeline. Adeline loved me.
So, Malone, you are lost. Well, Lucy and I are lost too. If you'd like, you can be lost with us. I found it much more agreeable to be lost in the company of others. My name's Bull, and this here is Lucy.
And so it was that Edward Tulane took to the road with the hobo and his dog.
Now, Malone, I hope you understand that we are always on the move. Though in truth, we are going nowhere. That, my friend, is the irony of our constant movement.
As the sun set in the west, the three stopped at the edge of the field.
This seems a downright comfortable place to spend the night. In the morning, I'm going to set you up with a proper outlaw look. Yes, sir. You will look like a genuine rabbit on the run.
A rabbit on the run.
Looks like you made yourself a new friend, Malone.
I think I've made two.
And to the comforting sounds of Bull's snoring and Lucy's whimpering in her sleep, Edward looked at the stars.
Andromeda? Pegasus? That's the North Star. You see, Bull, we're not really lost. We can see the North Star.
The next morning, Bull created a new outfit for Edward. Susanna was gone. He was now alone. And the three travelers set off for nowhere. They journeyed for a very long time, and occasionally they met up with others who were lost.
Hello there, Jack.
Hey, Bull. Malone. Hello, Lucy. I used to have a dog. His name was Bullet.
What happened to Bullet?
He lost after my family back in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Look at Malone. He's listening to every word we're saying.
Oh, he's a great listener. He helps me to remember.
Does he? Say, you think I could borrow Malone for a second?
Of course he can.
I want to talk to you about the kids. Helen, Jack Jr., and Taffy. I had to leave them. I had to. There was no work, and I had to find some. Now, something had happened to me. And then, Helen, Jack Jr., and Taffy. You remember their names, okay, Malone?
Helen, Jack Jr., and Taffy. I'll remember, Jack.
And word spread about the toy rabbit and his gift for remembering. Soon, wherever they went, a hobo would take Edward aside and whisper the names of his children in his ear. His heart opened wide, and wider still.
This love. This must be love.
Edward traveled with Bull and Lucy for 7 happy years. And then, one night, in a rail yard just outside of Memphis,
Here's me, Buck Stop. In you go. Malone, you keep first watch. Oh, Lucy and I are gonna do a little shut up.
Bull? Someone's coming! Bull!
Wake up! What? You think this is a motel? You just lucky they don't let us throw you under the train no more. What's this?
Malone!
Malone, huh?
Now I've seen everything. A bum with a tall rabbit.
It's all right, Lucy. It's all right, Lucy.
Yeah, it's alright. Hey Lucy, you ever seen a rabbit fly? Watch. Better yet, fetch!
Lucy, no!
Edward flew through the air. He caught one last glimpse of the boxcar before it disappeared into the night.
Bull! Lucy!
And then he was on the ground, staring up at the night sky. The world was silent. He was alone, with only the stars in his memories.
Andromeda? Bull? Lucy? I'm sorry I can't protect you from that man. I can't do anything but just lie here. North Star, Ellie, and Lawrence, and Abilene, Egypt Street, looking out the window, you coming home.
The stars faded as night became day.
Coming home to me.
Brave mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. The old brave mare, she ain't what she used to be. Many long years ago. What's these? How did it end up out here? Well, there's a use for everything and everything has its use. Years ago, many long years ago, the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Many long years ago.
And so, Edward Tulane was on the move once again. Eventually, he found himself in a vegetable garden next to an old, run-down farmhouse. A boy was there, too.
That'll do it. He's a rabbit, isn't he? No, from now on, he's a scarecrow. You don't look too scary, he looks kind of nice. Well, you know, Bryce, I ain't paying you to stay around here gawking, get back to work. Yes, sir? All right, Clyde. Need you to stare off them crows.
Clyde.
Get your work, Clyde. Stare them crows up.
Go away, birds! Go on, shoot! Oh, it's pointless. I'm no good as a scarecrow either.
The birds attacked Edward, nipping at his coat, circling his head. Night finally came, and the birds flew away.
If I had wings, I would fly away too. High up to the stars.
But on this night, even the stars seemed to mock him.
I'm all alone. Useless and alone.
Over here. Hey, I come to save you.
Save me? Why?
Now let's get out of here before the old lady catches us.
You saved me. But for what?
My little sister, she had herself a baby doll that was made out of china. Just like you. She loved that doll. But he broke it. He come home drunk, stepped on the doll's head, smashed into 100 million pieces. Sarah Ruth ain't had nothing to play with since. He says she'll need nothing because she's sick and ain't gonna live, but he don't know.
They arrived at a house. It was small and crooked, not much more than a shack.
Sarah Ruth.
Days passed. Every morning, Bryce went out to find food for his sister. Edward spent all of his time with Sarah Ruth. Most days, they played with an old cigar box filled with buttons.
I wish I could protect you, but I can only just... You just hold on tight.
Hey there, honey. I brought you a delicious biscuit tonight. Now I'll hold Jangles, and him me got a surprise for you. But only if you eat that biscuit, okay? I thought it is the first night I brought it to you. So how are you doing on that biscuit? Are you done?
No more.
But honey, you gotta keep up your strength. Just one more bite, please.
Hey.
Well, I guess you ate enough. Are you ready for your surprise?
Yes.
What's happening to me? Do you like it, Sarah? Midway likes me to get Bryce. She loves that. Don't stop. Keep playing, Bryce.
There, are you alright? You want to breath fresh air? Let's go take a peek at the stars for a minute.
If I had wings, I would fly away, high up to the stars, where the air is clear and sweet. And there, high above the world, I would hold Sarah Ruth in my arms. She would finally be able to breathe, laugh, and talk. She would never have to cry again.
Look, a fallen star. Make a wish, honey.
I wish.
I wish.
Days and weeks passed. The sun rose and set, and rose and set again and again. Every evening, Bryce would play the harmonica, and Edward would dance, as Sarah Ruth grew weaker.
Why isn't she laughing? Sarah Ruth? I'm doing the kiss you like? Sarah Ruth? Don't stop, keep playing, Bryce.
But Bryce stopped playing.
Please, honey, you've got to eat something.
Hey.
What? It's all right, honey. Don't you worry about it.
Bryce stopped leaving the house, never left her side.
Breathe, honey.
Please, please breathe.
On a bright morning in September, Sarah Ruth stopped breathing.
She's gone, Jangles.
Where'd she go?
Their father came. They buried her under a tree she liked. Their father left.
No reason to stay here no more. Come on, Jangles. We're going to Memphis. I bet nobody's ever seen a dancing rabbit before.
And so, Edward Tulane danced on a dirty street corner in Memphis. Bryce set up Sarah Ruth's button box in front of them, and people dropped pennies and nickels into it. On, Bryce played. On, Edward danced.
Are you crying, Bryce? Tears. Do they help?
People came and went.
Don't stop. Keep playing, Bryce. Pellegrino? Look at me! You've got your wish. I forgot love, and it's a terrible thing.
food, a lot of food, and ate it, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I want my money.
You ever seen a rabbit dance?
What?
He could dance for you. He could dance to pay for what I ate.
This is what I think of dancing rabbits.
What are you doing? Stop it! No!
Edward felt himself swinging through the air. He was moving so quickly he couldn't see Bryce, he couldn't see Neil, he couldn't see the countertop.
No!
And the world, Edward's world, went black.
I'm walking. No strings, no one's controlling me. I'm walking. Sarah Ruth, where are you?
No! You can't go yet! It would break my heart.
It would break my heart.
It would break my heart!
It's broken already. Oh, it's broken.
Exceedingly well made. How did you look like this, I wonder?
Where am I?
Ah, there you are. Hello. Your head's broken into pieces. I fixed it.
But my heart's still broken.
No need thinking. It's my job. I'm a doll maker. A little boy cried for me, I promised to repair it.
Bryce,
Quite extraordinary, really. He let you go so that you may live. Or, so to speak. Well, I have much to do, but when I am done, I shall sell you and make a handsome profit.
you should have left my head broken in pieces. I'll never truly be whole again.
Slowly and carefully, the doll mender went to work repairing Edward. Except for the different cut of the suit and the very faint lines in his face, Edward Tulane looked the same as the day he left the doll maker's all those many years ago. He was placed on a high shelf for display. Time passed. The dolls came and went. Every time the door opened, they were filled with hope that this time would be theirs, but not Edward Tulane.
I'm done with hope. I'm done with love. I'm done.
Here you go, my lovely. Sit here next to this gentleman. You felt much of honor. You have both been dead.
Hello. Have you been here, Mom?
Yes. Months and months. But I don't care. One place is the same as the others.
But that's not true. I have lived for 100 years and been in countless places, and they're never the same. And I'm never the same either. In each place, I become a different doll.
100 years.
At least. That's what the doll mender said. And from the cracks on your face, I guess that you've seen a bit of life as well, yes?
Yes.
My face has a share of cracks. We both had the chance to learn some of life's lessons.
Hard lessons.
Wonderful lessons. And we keep learning, don't we? Every time a new person comes into our lives, we start off on a new adventure. I wonder who will come for me this time.
I don't care if anyone comes for me. I'm done with being loved. I'm done with loving. I'm done.
Pish, where's your courage?
I guess I'm done with that too.
You disappoint me.
What did you say?
You heard me. You disappoint me. If you had no intention to love and to be loved, then the whole journey is pointless. You might as well leap from this shelf right now and get it over.
I would leave if I were able.
Shall I push you?
No, thank you. Not that you could, anyways.
Open your heart. Someone will come. But first, you must open your heart.
That very next morning, a little girl came to the shop and took away the old doll. Long after she had left, her words echoed in Edward's ears.
Someone will come. No, it can't be possible. And how could I go through it all again? It's too painful. Someone will come.
And every time he thought those words, he allowed himself to hope a little more. Weeks passed.
Someone will come.
Weeks turned into months, months into seasons, seasons into years.
Someone will come.
And then, one rainy spring morning, someone came. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. How may I help you today?
I'm looking
you'll find what you're looking for. How about this one here?
She's lovely, but I'm looking for something a little more unique.
Ah, I understand. This one here is quite popular.
She's beautiful. Perhaps the doll isn't right. Thank you for your time.
Well, madam, if I may, I do have one other doll to show you. Perhaps he is what you're looking for.
I know you. Who are you? Why do I know you?
A memory came to Edward Tulane. The memory of a little girl long ago. A little girl who had grown into a woman.
My pocket watch. Emily?
Edward?
Edward, yes, my name!
Edward!
It's me!
Once, there was a china rabbit who was loved by a little girl. On an ocean journey, the rabbit fell overboard and was rescued by a fisherman who gave the rabbit to his wife. He was buried on the garbage and unburied by a dog. He traveled with hobos and for a short time a scarecrow. Once there was a rabbit who loved a little girl and watched her die. He danced on the streets of Memphis to the music of the sad little boy. His head was broken in a diner and put together again by a doll vendor, and he swore that he would never make the mistake of loving again. Once there was a rabbit who danced in a garden with the daughter of the woman who had loved him at the beginning of his journey. As they danced in circles, it was almost as if they had wings.